Hello, everybody. It's Michael here again. We're going to be doing the Bears 2020 draft grade. It was virtually, which was kind of weird, to be honest. So let's get into today's video. First pick is Cole Kmet, tight end from the University of Notre Dame. Now, I know what you're thinking. The Bears currently have 10 tight ends, and you're like, well, why do you need 10 tight ends? Like, you have lots of tight ends. I'm not sure why you needed to draft another tight end. If you look at our tight ends currently, Jimmy Graham is arguably one of the best tight ends on the current roster right now. I highly doubt that most of those tight ends will probably make the roster, but that will have to come in training camp. But please do not look at our tight ends and just say, meh, you got this guy. Why do you need this guy? Because tight end was kind of our biggest need in the draft. But I understand that the Bears have 10 tight ends, but what if they didn't have 10 tight ends and they drafted Cole Kmet? You wouldn't be saying this. But as of right now, I'll give this a B minus. I'll do a regrade of it maybe for a year from now, maybe 2 years, regrading it to see how well these players do, because it's hard to tell a rookie All right. Next pick, Jalen Johnson, CB, University of Utah. And actually, I was kind of upset that we didn't get Trayvon Diggs, I think it was. Either way, after seeing this guy's highlights, man, dude is a beast. He was great in his college year in Utah, and he could be a potential CB2. All right. As of right now, I'm gonna give this pick an A+. Man, just by seeing his highlights, man, dude's great with man-to-man coverages, and he can't only intercept the ball, because that's Kyle Fuller's problem, but he's also great with man-to-man issues. Whenever you put him against somebody, he's just a stopping machine, man. All right, so I'll give this an A+. All right. So those are our 2 picks in the second round. Then the next day, our 5th round pick was his first one was Travis Gibson, edge, Tulsa. And at first, I'm like, do we really need a defensive? And I'm like, yeah, what if Akeem Hicks goes down and we don't have anybody? And plus, just by seeing his highlights in Tulsa, dude's a beast. And he had lots of forced fumbles, and dude is actually, arguably by his stats, he is better than Aaron Lynch and Leonard Floyd, arguably. But because he got to the quarterback many times than Leonard Floyd or Aaron Lynch did. All right, so I'm gonna give this an A-. Because Ryan Pace is really trying to make this defense great, trying to make this defense like the 2018. Well, I'm just probably not better than the 1985 Bears, because that defense will never compete with any other. That defense is still that defense was still great, though. Not gonna lie, it won't compete with any other. It will stay the best for a very long time, until eventually, maybe in the future, something breaks it. Now, the next pick is it was a pick. But I kind of understand it a little, so it's Kendall Fuller from the University of Georgia. He's another CB, which I kind of really think we didn't get this CB. If I was being honest, I give this grade enough, but just by seeing his highlights and kind of understanding, he's also great with deflecting passes and protecting passes. You have to have somebody that can deflect many balls, and he's not great with man-to-man coverages like Jalen Johnson is, but he probably won't make the starting job because Buster Skrine might be starting. But I'll give this a C because I kind of wasn't really happy. And then next pick was Darnell Woomy, Tardlow, wide receiver. And just by seeing this dude can burn everybody. And lots of people are comparing him to Tyreek Hill, and I'll give this pick an A because he can have potential to be a wide receiver in the NFL. Then the 7th round, which we were drafted Hambright from the University of Colorado. He's a guard. Just by seeing this guy, I know the Bears attacked Lyman pretty late, but just by seeing his highlights thanks to Dog City Productions, that's how you say his YouTube, and just by seeing his highlights, I like the dude already. He could give competition to the O-line we have right now. So I'll give this a solid B-. Then next pick is Latarius Simmons. I could say the same thing. From Tennessee State, he's also a guard. I'm also going to give him a B+. Love the name, by the way. So that's it for today's video. I know we're going through these tough times with all these civil rights, right? But we'll get through it. I just know it. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll be here. So that's it for today's video, and peace.